Good morning, guys. Welcome to Friday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all well and looking forward to the weekend. Bit of a gloomier day today here in Norwich. It is anyway. After a really nice day yesterday, but a day that's brightened up by some decent racing. To be honest, it's the second day of the Air Gold Cup, or the Western Meeting, as many of you like to call it. And there's some decent races there. As a listed race on there. Also listed action from Newbury today as well, ahead of their really good card with a couple of Group 3s tomorrow. We also go from Listowel, Newton Abbot and Worcester today as well. Those races at Newton Abbot and Worcester are over the jumps, and you can see those jump races are just starting to come into it a little bit more, with just 3 weeks until the season officially gets underway for many, although it is technically underway, and AP McCoy's already got about 150 winners or something like that, or I think over 100 anyway for the season already. Many say that the jump season is underway, but until the flat season comes to a close, I think not many think that it has actually started yet. But yeah, it should be a decent day of action today. A reminder, this is a live Q&A session. If you did want to join in that, all very easy to do so. Just head to just click on the Q&A box on this video and you can join in, or you can always email joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. You can get in touch via Facebook, facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold, or you can get in touch via Twitter as well. It's @freeracingtips7 for that. So plenty of ways for you to get in touch. Please do feel free to do so. Looking forward to today, as I said, racing from Ayr, Newbury, Listowel, Newton Abbot and Worcester. And we'll start off today by taking a look at our premium tip for the day, and that goes in the 305 at Listowel. And our tip here is unrequited, and that's currently a 7-4 shot. That's from 9-4 this morning, so it's been fairly well backed actually this morning. Now this horse, it will say that he officially finished 10th last time out, but was actually a 2-length winner on that day, and I'll just explain that. The rider actually failed to weigh in on that day. Well, whether he forgot or was overweight or underweight, I don't know, but he failed to weigh in, so the horse was then disqualified and actually ended up being given the race in 10th when it was a 2-length winner. Now, of course, that means that it was really frustrating for Connections, but what it does do, I think, from a punting point of view, is it gives you a really good chance to back this horse again. And I'm surprised he wasn't a little bit shorter. I think maybe only a few people are now starting to twig on to what actually happened, and there is now a bit of market support, as I said, from 9-4 into 7-4. Won that race by 2 lengths, but is actually a pound lower than that mark, which is another strange one to weigh out. So actually has the confidence of that last run, winning form, because it is winning form if you look at it, and is actually a pound lower, so it does look to have an excellent chance here. That last performance was impressive, and I think if in a similar move to that race last time out should be enough, and I think this looks to be a solid premium tip today. Tip went out, a couple of hours or so ago at 9-4. It's now come in at 7-4. That's a fairly decent swing, to be honest, and also that's half a point it's come in, and some bookies are even as short as 13-8. Even Ladbrokes have gone as short as 6-4 on this one, so hopefully that can come in. Of course, yesterday we had a real disappointing, not even disappointing premium tip, a bit of a frustrating one, as our tip El Bandal was just pipped at the post by Ryan Moore. And it was by, I think it was a short head, but it was a short head. It was a bit more like a nose, to be honest. That was really frustrating. But yeah, hopefully we can turn our luck around with the premium tip today, and that this one here, unrequited, can do the business. Certainly the market speaks positively, and it looks to be a good bet there in that 305 at Listowel. We then head over to Newbury for our next best bet of the day, and that goes in the 440, and it's absolutely so. And this horse, another that's being really well supported in the market, actually 5-2 when first tipped, now 2-1 just about available. If you look, it's with Paddy Power, Betfair and William Hill, but most bookies are at 15-8, some at 7-4. So certainly again a positive for this one for absolutely so. This horse made the step from handicap company into a listed race look fairly simple, to be honest, last time out, when winning at York ahead of some of today's rivals. Of course does carry a bit more weight today, but I think Andrew Balding's chance looks to have plenty of class and should take all the beating here. I think the trip and conditions look to be ideal, and again, so market confidence is always a good sign. horse is in really good form. Has won won 2 of his last 4 races. Come second in another one. Should enjoy today's conditions. It's now good ground, which I think is absolutely ideal. Even a little bit more rain wouldn't be too much of a problem, but does just look to be, I would say, the best horse in this race. You know, it's only is carrying the same weight as 4 other rivals, and in fact, in those is plenty of his market rivals. Safety Check does look to be the big danger at the moment, and that horse is carrying a little bit less with 8 stone 13 rather than 9 stone 2. But I just think with their form and experience under this horses that this horse has got at the moment, I think Absolutely So looks to be a good bet for Andrew Balding and the always improving Oisin Murphy. Right, we'll move on to the Little Earner for today now. We go up to Scotland for the Little Earner for the 4:20 at Ayr. Scotland, of course, it's been a big couple of days for them, and another big day, couple of days coming up, perhaps not on the same scale, but with the next 2 days of the Western meeting, the Ayr Gold Cup tomorrow, one of Scotland's richest prizes taking place. So, in that 4:20, which is a handicap over 2 miles and 1 furlong. Our Little Earner for today, that's Johnny Delta, currently an 8-to-1 shot, and that 8-to-1 only available with Sporting Bet. It's 15-2 with Sky Bet, then 7-1 and 13-2 the rest. So do your searching there if you haven't yet backed this Little Earner, who has, if we're honest, been a little bit disappointing in his recent runs, but is now back off his last winning mark. And that mark is 78, I believe. Did go up to about 81, I think, and it's just come back down. 79, sorry. It's just come back down a little bit, and I think looks to be a big contender here. Runs for Jim Goldie, who's always a man worth following, I think, in Scotland. A really good Scottish trainer and probably the best of them. The informed Graham Lee's on board as well. And this horse, who has he has won over hurdles and has won a National Hunt flat race, does have plenty of stamina, and that's going to really be needed in these 2 mile 1 furlong races. And I do like, in these kind of races, backing horses that do have that National Hunt form, and certainly Johnny Delta has that and does look to be a decent bet there, each way at 8-1. Just the 1 point win only single today. We did have another one, but that was declared a non-runner, unfortunately. So just the one, as I said, yeah, just the 1 point win only single. If you did want to do 2 1-point win only singles and you're not that massive on each way betting, then of course you could do Johnny and Delta as one of them. But the 1 point win only single, that goes in the 3:45 at Ayr, that listed contest over 5 furlongs. It's Al Farage, currently a 6-to-1 shot. That's from 13-2, so a little bit of a niggle in the market for this one, and look to be decent value there. So there today's 4 horses. Feeling good that we can have a decent day today. We've had a couple of frustrating ones, which is a shame, and with those premium tip going close, it was the PT and the Next Best Bet both second yesterday. So if we can just improve them by 1 today, then we'll have a good day, and hopefully that can happen. So a decent day of racing, as I said, taking place today, and a lot of focus is now turning to the Ayr Gold Cup tomorrow. The draw was made yesterday, and it was interesting to see, you know, those trainers pick what draw they wanted. And I think Richard Fahey, I think it was Tom O'Ryan, was the advisor for Richard Fahey yesterday, and he just went with the highest number possible every time his horse was drawn. And from that run yesterday, where a horse, Graham Lee, got a horse right up the stand side rail, I think that was a really good move, and it just showed that there was the better ground and that was the better place to be. So I think high draws perhaps wants to watch in that Ayr Gold Cup tomorrow. If you just look at the betting, it's watchable, currently at 9-1 shot. Not the best of draws, but not a disaster. You then have Alban Star at 10-1, then Mass Rally 14s, Highland Acclaim, Eastern Impact, Blaine, Go Far, and Rene Mathers, Hawkeye the New. They're all around 16-1, along with Jack Dexter, Burn the Boat. So it's a really competitive race, and one we'll really look at tomorrow. I think Jack Dexter could have a decent chance on his best form, but it's certainly a race that we need to just read a little bit more into over the next 24 hours or so before we really get stuck into that. As well as that, of course, there's the Ayr Silver Cup, which looks to be just as competitive. Those horses that didn't quite get themselves into the Gold Cup, they have a good chance there as well to have a winner on Ayr Gold Cup day. couple of Group 3s from Newbury tomorrow as well. We've got the Legacy Cup, a really decent looking field there. You've got Hillstar at 3-1, who I think we can all agree deserves to win a race, but hasn't quite got that winning race in him. Who knows? Then you've got Grandeur at 10-3, Tassaday 7-4, and then Glorious Protector 13-2, 15-2. The rest of the field. And then the Mill Reef Stakes, you've got the unbeaten Lamato at 13-8. Then Jungle Cat 9-2. And then you got Balfour Agar, who was so very impressive at Royal Ascot. Really disappointed last time, but 15-2 could be a huge price on this horse for that Group 3. But again, another we'll look at really tomorrow. We just want to give you an idea of how that market is shaping up there. So it should be a really good day. Of course, next week it's the Cambridgeshire meeting, a really decent day from Ascot, and we're not long away from, just sort of 3 or 4 weeks away from British Champions Day and Future Champions Day from Newmarket the day before as well. So although the flat season is coming to an end, that's not to say that there isn't plenty more to look forward to. But for today, I think we've got a decent day on the way. Any questions throughout the day, please do feel free to get in touch. But for today's video, that's just about it for today. There will be one tomorrow, probably a little bit early, around 10 AM, just get things done a little bit earlier on a Saturday. With so much going on in the morning. But thanks for watching today. Speak to you a little bit later on, and bye-bye.